guys, it's Miss Simpson, and it's time for reading today. Like I said in the read aloud video, we are doing nonfiction this week. So for reading, I am not going to read you the book. You're going to have a separate assignment to do for Gregor the Overlander. But for your reading assignment, we are going to focus on nonfiction. So today and tomorrow, we are going to talk about text features. Text features are different things that authors put in nonfiction books that we don't really see in fiction, realistic fiction, fantasy, that help us understand the text. Nonfiction books are harder to read than any other type of book because they're more academic and they tell us information. So authors use text features to help us understand the text and make sense of it. So I'm going to jog your memory. I've taught this lesson several times, but I'm going to jog your memory on the different types of text features, their definitions, and then we're going to take a look at a book on Epic, and I'm going to show you what those text features look like. Then for your assignment, you're going to do a scavenger hunt over a book on Epic that I assigned to you, and you are going to fill out that scavenger hunt. So let's go ahead and let's jog our memory on different types of text features. And you're thinking, Miss Simpson, we're about to take the STAR test. Why do I need to know text features? On the STAR test, guess what? They ask you questions on text features. Why did the author include this heading? Why did the author include this picture? Why did the author include the image? And that's a big deal for you guys to understand what those words mean. So a heading, when I think of headings, I think of it's the short phrase that highlights the key point. So it's the little title looking thing at the beginning of a section in the book. So we have titles of books. Every book has a title, but also within nonfiction books, they have headings. And then sometimes underneath those headings are subheadings. So they have like a heading on the top and it's real big and bold, and I'll show you it in just a second. And then underneath it, they might have little subheadings. Authors all the time use types of print. These are your important parts. If they make a word bold, italics, which is slanted, large, colorful, highlighted, they're trying to draw your attention to that word and say, hey, boop, 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 this is important. Then we have our glossary. Our glossary is a list of definitions in the very back of the book, which you guys should know this one. We use glossaries all the time, especially here at school with our textbooks. If you have a textbook at home, you can check your science or social studies textbook. If you flip to the very back of it, then it has all your definitions in there. Next is your table of contents. A lot of books have table of contents. It's the list of subjects and their page numbers at the very beginning of the book. Then we have an index. Index we use as teachers all the time. If I want to teach you about Texas Independence Day, then I can go on the index of your social studies book and I can find Texas Independence Day. And so without flipping through the whole book, now I know what pages Texas Independence Day is on. And it's very similar to a glossary in the fact that it's alphabetical, but instead of having definitions, it has page numbers where you can find these words. Next is a caption. You guys should know caption, especially if you have an Instagram or you've seen your sister, mom, dad have an Instagram. They post a picture on Instagram. And then underneath Instagram, they put a little blurb of what's going on in the picture. And that is a caption. So that is what we see all the time in nonfiction books. They put a picture there for you, and right underneath it, they put a caption. Next, we have bullets. Bullets is like a list of important facts, and they bullet point it, like little circle black dots, and it is bullet pointed. And then we have different graphic features like a diagram, and that is when you put arrows to certain parts of the book and they label it for you. Sometimes they have maps and charts to show you different data, and almost always they have pictures and images in books. So now that I've told you a bunch of just randomness, I want to show you what these words actually look like in a book. So this is a book called The Nervous System, or Your Nervous System. First things first, let's look at a heading. A heading is right here. It's the central system. So notice we do have a title of the book. That's what the whole book is called. But headings break your book down into smaller chunks. So the central system, this is our heading. These right here are our captions. They tell you what is going on in the picture that you see. So this one says your body is like a complicated machine. What are some of the things happening inside your body? And it's talking about the picture. Your body systems help you do things such as playing games, and the kids in the picture are playing games. Here we have, notice the central system. You see how big that is? Here we have a subheading, command center. We're still talking about the central nervous system, but within that, we have smaller headings to break it down even further. The reasons authors do this, and the reason it helps you as a reader, is you can find information faster and easier without having to read the whole entire book. So this right here, again, we have a caption telling us what's going on in the picture and another caption. So yes, this is, remember, a subheading. This is a heading, and this is a title. So title is your whole book. Headings are kind of like your chapters. And then within your chapters, you have subheadings, which breaks it into smaller chunks. Here we have what I'm going to call a diagram. Notice how they have things pointing to the brain, pointing towards messages, pointing towards spinal cords, pointing towards muscles. Those are diagrams. Diagrams are pictures with labels on them showing you what's going on. And they give you diagrams to help you picture what is going on. That's how it helps you as a reader. It's helping you picture. We have another subheading here and another caption. Now we have another heading. Now this heading is going to tell us about nerves. This section of the book has another diagram. Notice how they have cell body, and it's pointing to a cell body, pointing to a message. These are another diagram. And look at this, we've got even more subheadings. Look how much smaller they are than the heading. A lot of times we see subheadings and they're a lot smaller than the headings. We have so many pictures. That's a text feature. Why would they include pictures in a nonfiction book? Sometimes chapter books, fiction books, they don't have pictures. So why, think right now, pause the video, why would we include pictures in a nonfiction book? Well, pictures help you as a reader picture what is going on. You guys don't know what nerves look like. You don't know what your nervous system looks like. So they put pictures in the book to help you try and understand that a little bit better. All right, this page, we just have some more pictures, some more captions, another subheading. Now we have another chapter, and it is another heading. We've got another diagram here pointing to different parts of the picture. I'm walking you through this book, another diagram, because at the very end, there's something that I want you to see. I have not seen types of print yet, which is like bolded words, italicized words. That means that would draw and be very important in the text, and I haven't seen that just yet. But I'm seeing lots of diagrams, subheadings, headings, captions. There's another diagram. All right, here's what I wanted to show you. They have a glossary. A glossary is a list of alphabetized vocabulary words and their definitions. This one has an index as well. An index is an alphabetized list with page numbers. So notice how the index and glossary are very similar. The glossary has the alphabetized list and it has definitions. This has a very similar alphabetized list, but it has page numbers. So if I wanted to go to this page, I could, if I wanted to go to this page, acting in emergencies would be on those pages. Glossaries help me understand the definition. Indexes help me find different topics that I want to see in books. So one thing that we did not find in this book is it did not have a table of contents. It did not have bullet points. And I think that's about it. Oh, types of print, table of content, types of print, and bullet points. So today for your assignment, you are going to be assigned an epic book, and it is going to be a screenshot of it is going to be right down below. So all you have to do is type in the title of the book and type in the title of the book, find it on Epic. You are going to complete the scavenger hunt that I just pulled up. You have to look how many things there are. This is everything that I have taught you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things. Out of those 10 things in your book, you have to find 7 of them. Out of the 10 things, you have to find 7 of them. You're going to put the title of the book that you found it in. Now, I gave you a book that's a really good example right down below, but if you decide that you can't find anything in that book, you are free to use any nonfiction book, but it has to be nonfiction. So look at the book down below. Everything should be in it. I don't really want you to use another nonfiction book, so please use the book that I put down there. Find 7 of these. Put the title, what page number you found it on, and how it helps the reader. Again, you have to find 7 of them. All right, guys, I love y'all so much. Find 7 of them, turn it in, and that's all I've got for you today. Have a great day.